Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark, and today I wanted to talk about the Presonus Studio Bundle. So this is what I started with here as far as my journey into recording at home. I did start with the speakers first, but I have those aside. I'm going to go over those in a minute, but this was what I got to kind of start recording at home. In the computer, because I did have the iRig, which I kind of went over before, not in great detail, but that's what I started recording with. But this is, I would say, what accelerated the process and getting me into really enjoying recording. So I got the Presonus USB 96 interface and studio bundle. What that comes with, it comes with the interface, headphones, microphone, and Studio One Artist, which is their I believe it's $100, I think, if you buy it on your own. So I paid like $150 for this and Studio One Artist. This is what got me started. I couldn't be happier. I think Presonus has a really good thing going, especially since this was a package with the DAW Studio One, which to me was very attractive because, as I've said in the past, I was completely new to this. I had no idea what I needed, what I really wanted. So I did so many reviews, and I was tossing up between this and the Scarlett, which everybody seems to have, and for good reason. But I liked the idea that this came as a package with the DAW Studio One, which is what I use now. I use Studio One Professional. They just upgraded to Studio One 6. And I love the DAW. But I'm going to start with the interface. 2-channel interface, 2 combo mics, or 2 combo jacks, gain for each one, mixer which controls between the input in here and the input in your DAW, and a main and a headphone jack. Very simple in the back. 1 jack for headphones, for your monitors, 2 outputs, and it's got a mini in and out and a USB connection. I'm not going to go over this in great detail with the specs and everything. Just know that this will do everything you need it to do as far as recording. A little limited, but if you're just recording vocals and acoustic guitar or virtual instruments or plugging in DI with your guitar, this works just fine for that. Comes with the USB cable. Also comes with a condenser mic. This is the Presonus M7. I've heard mixed reviews on this. Some people think it's garbage. If it's the only thing you have, which it was for me for a little bit, it works fine. Don't let people tell you that things are garbage, and it's just not. It's not super high quality, but it's heavy, it's tough. If you drop it, you want to record vocals. I use it for voice when I'm recording YouTube videos where I'm using my other camera and I'm using the DAW to record vocals. I use this. It comes with a cable, so you don't have to buy that, and it comes with a mic clip. Again, it's all right, good quality, it works. You know, you pay $150 for this whole setup plus the DAW, you don't expect stellar, high quality stuff. I do expect it to do its job, and I do expect it to not sound like crap, and nothing has. The Studio Bundle also came with a set of headphones. These are HD7s. They kind of, I forget, they look a lot like the AKGs. They're okay. They sound pretty good. They are open back, so they do bleed sound a little bit. And like I said, they do sound okay. The only problem I have with these is they don't fit me. They're too big. I can't get them small enough to fit comfortable. The ear pads feel good. It's got a really long cable. It's got the adapter for the smaller to bigger headphone jack. And it works great. This stuff works for what it's supposed to do. Again, is it the highest quality? No, these are a little flimsy feeling. Don't feel great, but they sound good. They do what they're supposed to do. The mic, it's kind of durable compared to the other mics I have. How does it sound? It sounds okay. But you're going to fix it in the DAW, so I don't know. Works, does its job. It's always nice to have a mic around that. If something happens to it, it doesn't matter. So that's what that is to me. The interface itself, never had a problem with it. Learning how to route everything and, downloading the drivers. Studio One is very user-friendly. For me, it was a little tough because I've never negotiated through a DAW. I didn't know how to do the routing inside, which can be a little frustrating. But once you get the ins and outs, no pun intended, but once you get all that figured out, it works really well. It does come with Artist. Like I said, I don't know if it's the free version or it costs $100. I kind of forgot what it comes with. I know it comes with most of the plugins, stock Studio One plugins, and I think it allows for 36 to 38 tracks or something like that. It does not allow for third-party plugins, and there's no mastering in there. There's a bunch of features that aren't in there, but it's more than enough to get you going. If you do want to use third-party plugins such as AmpSims, third-party, Neural, DSP stuff, Amp Roots from ML Sound Labs, that's kind of what got me over to the professional version. Is I had a couple of these AmpSims that I wanted to use and I couldn't use them, so I did have to upgrade. And you can pick and choose what you want to upgrade if you want to do that. So I will say this: I've had no problems with anything you see here until late. I think the cable might be getting a little noisy because sometimes I'm getting a little noise through the interface, and I believe this is what's causing it. But other than that, I've had no problems, and honestly, it's pretty durable. The microphone, and I do have speakers, which I'm going to show. They weren't part of this package, but I do have PRESONUS monitors. This all fell off the wall. I had it on a shelf, and I'll see if I can get a little photo of that in there. This stuff is durable. It does hold up. This is small enough. If you want to do remote, you can throw it in your backpack with your laptop, a couple microphones, a set of headphones, and you can go record whatever you really want with 2 channels. This thing works good. It sounds great. As I said, I had no problems with this bundle. For $150, I don't think you can go wrong. I don't want to sound like a PRESONUS fanboy, but when a company does something like this, packaged with the software and plenty of virtual instruments and everything you need to get started. I think this is a great bargain. It does an amazing job for what it does. And yeah, I would highly recommend it to anybody getting started. You don't know what to do. They've made this package and they've made it seamless, tie seamlessly with the DAW, the digital audio workstation, which to me is the most important part. If you don't know how to use that and don't know how to work within that, this stuff is kind of useless. But they really did a nice job putting this bundle together, and I think it's highly worth it. And I will give it I'll give it a 4 out of 5 because of the headphones. The headphones, they sound good. They don't fit me. They're too big. So that to me is a little bit of a miss. So that's the bundle. I do want to share my opinion, and these are all opinion, guys. You know, I'm sure anything at this price range is going to sound good, it's going to work, and it's going to do the job. I just feel like Presonus did a really nice thing by doing a bundle here. So I'm going to grab the speakers and we'll go over those as well. All right, so here we have the Presonus Eris E3.5 studio monitors. I got these before I actually got the studio bundle. I was just messing around in this room before it was the way it is, and I just wanted something nicer for like bookshelf speakers. And I was thinking at some point I may want to have an interface and be able to record. So for $100, I bought these. These they come with a power cord. The left speaker is the powered speaker. There's an amp in here. There's a set of speaker wires that connect it to. Here's the backs. You've seen these before if you've done any kind of research. This connects the two speakers together. Here's your power plug. This is an RCA input, and these are the 1/4-inch inputs for using with the interface. You can plug your computer into these if it has a speaker output with a little adapter. That works well. That's what I use this for. And it does have a high and a low acoustic tuning adjusters, kind of like a little EQ on there for your rooms, and the rear firing bass ports. These little things sound awesome. If I had to do it all over again, I would get these in a heartbeat. I had these for, I think, 2 years, a year and a half. I was using these for listening to music, recording, you know, listening to your guitar through these, through the DAW and plugins and such. These work and sound awesome. For these little speakers, these little 3.5-inch speakers, composite cones, they sound great. These are tough as well. These took the longest fall off the shelf. Still work without a hitch. There is a couple scratches on these because they've fallen. I've had 0 problems with these. I can't say enough good things about them. They sound amazing for what they are, little 3.5-inch speakers. I was going to keep them on my desk to do referencing between the two. I do have the Adams TV5s now, which I love, and I don't think I need to go back and forth between a small and a big speaker. I think the idea for most of us is to learn the speakers you have and just know them inside and out. I didn't know these very well. They don't color the sound a lot. They sound crystal clear. I've had no issues with these, as I've had no issues with these. Again, I think a big part of it is how you hear and how you listen. These speakers and headphones just make it easier for you to listen. If you're going from one thing to the other all the time, you may miss something. I prefer listening on speakers and sometimes using headphones. Headphones definitely for tracking, but when it comes to mixing, I like using speakers. I don't listen to things very loud anymore, but these go plenty loud. The fives go plenty loud, but this isn't about them. This is about these Eris 3.5s from Presonus. They do have this in the Studio Bundle package as well if you don't want to get the headphones or you want to get these as well. If you have a really small room, this is a small room. These worked awesome. They are now in my wife's studio. I gave them to her. So she has a yoga studio in the house, and she uses these to listen to the music, and they sound great even in a bigger room. These are near field speakers, so you want to have them a little closer to you, but they sound great. I can't say it enough. Are they worth it? Absolutely. I will give these a 5 out of 5 because I say they just sound great. They do exactly what they're supposed to do, and they sound awesome, and they're not a lot of money. If you follow my channel, you will see, because this is a hobby to me, and maybe some of you watching are trying to get into this hobby, and you want it to be a hobby. You're not trying to make money. I would highly recommend any of this. I don't spend a lot of money on stuff, but I do look for quality, and the quality of these is bar none. So that's my little review and overview on the Presonus products here. The Studio 96 USB. Love it. Can't recommend it enough. The M7 condenser microphone works for what it's supposed to do. The Presonus HD7 headphones that come with the Studio Bundle, they work. They're just too big for my head. I can wear a hat underneath, it fits, but there you go, guys. There's my little overview of the Presonus Eris 3.5s and the Studio 96 Studio Bundle. I highly recommend it, and go out and get yourself something and start making music, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.